Okay, for my protostome presentation, I chose the organism the squid. And the scientific name is the Decapodimiferus, and it is in the phylum Mollusca, the class Cephalopoda, the kingdom Animalia, and the subclass Coleata. The natural habitat of a squid is basically every single ocean on Earth. They live in shallow and deep waters, and the different environment that they live in is specific to the individual species of squid. There are giant squid that live thousands of miles under sea level in super dark and deep atmospheres with high pressure. And there are also smaller species of squid that feed off plankton that live on the surface levels in much warmer water. So, food and nutrients. Squid are predators. They hunt their food, typically smaller fish, but large giant squid can hunt bigger fish, even organisms such as small whales. And they use their tentacles to grab the prey, and the suction cups on the bottom of the tentacle actually latches on to the prey's flesh and allows them to get a good hold on them. And then they then pull the prey into their mouth or beak area and eat through the beak that's at the bottom of their main body cavity. Their strong beaks are made of chitin, which tears the prey's flesh. And then they have really strong muscles in their mouth, which can break down pieces of prey once it gets past the initial strong, sharp beak. And further down, before their esophagus, they have 7 rows of teeth that further digest their prey and get it into really small pieces so it can go into their actual digestive tract. All right, so squids are both predator and prey. They are predators to fish of all sizes and all species because squid live in many different areas. The fish that they eat is a wide variety, and they're prey to organisms such as sharks, seals, whales, and occasionally larger fish species if the squid's body is smaller. They are therefore able to camouflage themselves because they need it to both hide from predators and hunt their prey. So here is a tree in which the arrow is pointing towards the word octopus, but octopi and squid are classified into the same specific classification. So it begins at the 1 in the bottom corner, and that is the evolution of cells, then goes to the evolution of the nucleus and specific organelles. And from here, flagella that are on the back of the cell, and in the squid, this only takes place in their sperm and reproductive cells. Then they have a protein-based support material that is produced by their cells. And then different kinds of body tissues. Organisms here are becoming a little bit more complex. Next, they have bilateral symmetry, the head, and then different body tissue layers. And then the tree splits off and it goes into 2 more specific sections. And the 17 trait here right now is a spiral cell arrangement during development. And then it goes into the specific, more in-depth classifications that I have on the next slide. So here is the mollusca is what the squid is actually classified as. It's in a similar group to the Annelida, and it's a pretty close relative to Orthopoda and Nematoda. And then here is going more in depth into the mollusca group. Its squid are classified into Cephalopodia, and you can see that those come from a common ancestor with the Monoplacophora. So the squid impacts on both their environment and on humans is that they maintain the ocean food web. They serve as both prey and predator. So for human consumption, we fish and obtain different environmental organisms and nutrients. And the squid helps keep these in track because it keeps invasive species under control and can also just keep the overall predator-prey relationship at an equilibrium. Next, squids can actually be consumed directly by humans in a variety of culture dishes such as calamari. There's many other ways to prepare squid dishes. And then for nutrients, squids transport nutrients to different habitats because they can move from different ocean depths and different ocean temperatures. They can carry carbon nutrients with them into new waters. Here is my works cited, and thank you.